Hello again, and welcome back to Math 121 for the winter term. I hope you had a restful break and that the first week back of classes has treated you well so far. Quickly taking a step back to talk about the exam. The exams have been emailed out to you, graded, and so you can see the comments on the questions. That's been sent out via CrowdMark. If you haven't received that, let me know by email. And if there's anything you notice in there that you think was an unfair grading, and that happens, we're marking a lot of exams, just send us a regrading request. The instructions for that are on the exam information page. There was one mistake made on question number 7 in the multiple choice. We'd originally graded that as a B, though it should have been an A if you actually look at the handwritten solutions. My apologies for that. We've now fixed that in CrowdMark, and the marks have been updated in Moodle to reflect that as well. So that's been taken care of. So if you have regrading requests for any other questions, please do send those in. How did the exam go overall? Well, the median was 60.5%, and if you factor it in tests and some of the participation grades, it was about 65% median overall. And so that's pretty typical actually for the distance course. What I would say is, first of all, if it's going well for you, that's fantastic. There were a number of students who had 80s and 90s in the exam. I'm just going to speak here for a second to the people who had a passing grade, the 45 to 55% range. If you're in that range, you have certainly a good chance of getting the credit and completing the course. What I would suggest is that you try to think of ways that you can approach the course differently when it comes to the second term and ways that might make you more successful. So there's obviously something that could be improved upon. If you're below 40%, then that's where it gets a little dicier. It can be either difficult to complete the credit, or even if you do, it might be just a barely passing mark, and sometimes that has consequences for your program. So something to consider is whether it makes sense to drop the course at this point and maybe retake it at another opportunity when you have a bit more time. So leave that decision for you. Related to that, there's an upcoming date for drops, which is this Friday, January 16th. If you drop a course by then there's no cost for the course at that stage. You can still drop later on, but there's no refund involved after that, or very little refund. So keep that in mind. If the course is going well, though, keep it going well. The unit we're looking at this week, so going back to the present, is Unit 14, which is on center of mass and improper integrals. This is a challenging unit for a lot of students. It has some more conceptual, less calculational questions in it, and it also deals with infinities, which is always a slippery topic. So if you find it challenging, that's okay. It is intended to be challenging, but take some solace in the fact that this is the last unit on purely integration applications. After this, we'll look at differential equations, and then we'll go back to derivatives a couple weeks after that. So if you can push through this unit, then you'll have done sort of the hardest integration stuff that is in the course. So keep that in mind. I would like to apologize here for slow email replies. I cannot tell you how awful I feel about that. I've been putting in the hours, but the problem has been just the sheer volume. So what I'll try to be doing over this week is catching up at least on the post-December emails and replying to some of those, well, all of those, hopefully. And I'm recruiting some more help with the email and other communication side of things, so hopefully that should be less of an issue this term. I'll also follow up with some other opportunities for students to get in touch if you have questions, or if you're looking for help with the course, something a little more structured, because I don't know, I'm not sure if you feel that, but I've certainly felt less well connected this term, so we'll hopefully be able to improve upon that this term and give people a little more support if they want it. So with that, I'll wish you a good week, and don't forget the check-ins and the web work, the regular weekly activities, and that'll get us through the next week. Thank you very much.